First one in. I just put this up literally like 50 seconds ago. You got to let people come in, man. People got to figure out. Some people are starting to come in. Can you hear me? Burn Leo? You should be able to hear me. I don't have any blocks on. Tony's here. What's up, Tony? Okay, Burn Leo, thank you. So I'm just going to let more people come in for a little bit, and then we'll talk about some stuff. Okay, work lunch break. All right, Tony. Good stuff. Is the Earth spherical? Oh, Lord. I have not gone into this. I've seen info on all sides, and it's obviously a disinfo campaign to confuse people as to what the truth about the Earth really is. You could think of it, we're in a realm. Was the chapter of Mark written first, as the other Gospels copied Mark's work? Mark was the first Gospel that came out. In fact, in 70 AD it came out, and in 100 AD they had the Synod of Jamnia, where they got together in order to canonize the Bible, because the Bible wasn't completely canonized yet, meaning the books weren't put in a specific order that was meant to stay in that order. So they had to figure out, like, Job was the oldest book in the Bible. They moved it to, like, I'll tell you. So Job is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's the 18th book. It is actually older than the book of Genesis. And in the Synod of Jamnia, they deliberated whether or not to put the Gospel of Mark, which came out in 70 AD, in the Old Testament, and they chose against it. Good morning, good sir. Hello. In Mark, Jesus was a prophet. By the time we get to join, he is God. Evolution of the Gospels and Jesus. Yeah, I did an astrotheology on the book of Mark. We keep getting questions for the book of Mark. Maybe I'll change what I was planning on doing today and just do the book of Mark. We'll see what more people say. Hey, Catherine. What are your views on Hinduism? So, Burn Leo, I haven't really seen you here much, if at all. The astrotheology, I haven't gone into the Eastern text because I'm so busy with the Western text still, so I haven't done any of the Eastern text yet. So that's a whole section that's missing, to be honest, and eventually I'll get to it. It's just going to take a while. So what else is going on, guys? Burnley, I'm here for the first time. Where did you hear from me? Where did you hear about me, bro? Please let me know. I like to know where everybody found me from. Usually it's Rex. Usually it's a Twitter space. Usually it's something of that level. YouTube recommendation. So what videos have you seen of mine so far? I'm going to let some more people come in. Then we'll start. But keep asking questions, guys. None so far. All right, Bird Leo. No. There's evidence for Muhammad's existence. Overwhelming hadiths. Can't be astro, I'm assuming you're trying to say. No, that's not true. It's not. Hold on. Love the first 2 books on audio. Do you plan on doing any more Audible? It's up to my publisher talking to Audible, basically. We're trying to work on that. I was looking up numerology years ago and you started to pop up more frequently. I don't really do numerology. I don't know why that's the case. I guess because they're like all esoteric sciences and stuff. But back to this question. There's evidence for Muhammad's existence by overwhelming hadiths. Can't be astro. That doesn't mean. So in my second book, The Sacred Stones, I talk about how Islam was created by the Catholic Church in order to get Jerusalem back from the Jews, but it spread too fast and they couldn't control it. But I have done the Quran. I have not done the Hadith. I have it. Just gotta find it. So many books that I want to read. I don't see the Hadith. It's there though. The Upanishads, the Book of the Law, the Apocrypha, Man like P. Hall, Behold the Pale Horse. Yeah, I just don't see it. Well, there's the Quran. I'd have to find the Hadith. Anyway, we have done astrotheology in the Quran before. But let some more people come in if they're going to be there. Anybody with questions? Hi, Denise. All right, so let me share. So we're talking about King James, right? King James Bible. Did you know that he was a demonologist? Here's his book, Demonology by King James I. Came out before the Bible. He was also a homosexual. So let's talk about homosexuality. Homosexuality in the Bible. Everyone knows about Leviticus 18:22. However, is it really what is said there? The Greek word arsenokotai shows up in two different versions of the Bible in Greek, but was not translated to mean homosexual until 1946. In the 1800s, the German Bible said, "Man shall not lie with young boys, as he does with a woman, for it is an abomination." Leviticus 18:22, same with Leviticus 20:13, young boys. In 1 Corinthians, which is the New Testament, which is a book written by Jews in Greek, the word arsenokotai was used, and it's important to mention in the Bible that the Bible was written in Hebrew, the Old Testament, but the New Testament was written in Greek. And if you were an intellect, you wrote and read in Greek. So 1 Corinthians becomes, "Boy molesters will not inherit the kingdom of God." Now, if you were to grab Martin Luther, the Martin Luther that started Lutherans church, if you were to grab Martin Luther's original German translation from 1534, they use the word Nabenschonder. Naben is a boy, and Schonder is molester. The first time homosexual appears in a German translation is in 1983, and did you know King James and Jonathan were both homosexuals in the Bible? He loved Jonathan more than women. 2 Samuel 1:26. They kissed each other and cried together. 1 Samuel 20:41. Jonathan took off his clothes in front of David. 1 Samuel 18:3-4. He kept David with him and did not allow him to go back to his father's house. 1 Samuel 18:2. There's a lot of homosexuality in the Bible, guys. King James was a homosexual, and the words were never supposed to mean homosexual. Now, let me ask you a question. Who does it benefit to remove homosexual? Who does it benefit to remove homosexual from the Bible? I mean, to remove child molester from the Bible and insert homosexual. The child molesters, right? That's who it protects by removing the, right? So, just wanted to share some stuff with you real quick. Hold on. Translations are off. Arabic, many meanings for one word. Quran today is not the original. Lutheran version is official one. Wonder how it was before the burning of the originals. At the end of the day, the Quran was created by Islam. There's a picture of John Paul II, the Pope, kissing the Quran, the green Quran. They know they created it. They know they created it. Have you visited India? I have not. I have not really done anything Eastern, to be honest. Mostly Western stuff. So what is the topic of discussion today? Well, Catherine, please let me know. What do you want to talk about? Yeah. So the child molesters really get away with it, right? Because if the Bible originally said child molester and then it was switched over to homosexual, that protects the child molesters. And you hear about child weddings, child brides, bakabazi. You've heard of all this stuff, right? Bakabazi, when the little Islamic boys dress up like girls and dance for the older men. Ontario, Canada. How's it going? Love your works, bro. When I get the money, we'll buy your books. If you ever want to email me, I'll send you signed copies. If you want to get them through me instead of Amazon. I won't have them for another 2 weeks, but I'm starting to sell signed sets of my books. And some signed first books, too. First copies. So thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. You won't be disappointed. After I found out about the Tycho's geoaxial binary solar system we were in, I got a huge cosmic download of information put in front of me. Your stuff was in there somehow. Really? What stuff exactly? Like, tell me. I want to know more. So what else can we talk about? How about we share this? You guys see what you're looking at here? The Virgin Mary. Mother Mary is Virgo, the Virgin. Mother Mary is the vagina, the holy vagina that was worshipped. In fact, I actually posted these pictures on Facebook a few months back and got banned from going live or joining groups because the bot flagged this as a vagina and said I posted porn. This is Mother Mary right here. It's the Holy Virgin. You guys see it, right? You guys see this now, right? So what are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on that, guys? Not surprised. I left Facebook years ago. Yeah, I don't blame you. Wasn't her mom a virgin too? Do you know more? I don't. I don't believe they really talk about Mary's mother, although there is a very esoteric book out there that I've been recommended that I have that I'm going to read soon. It's called Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. And if you were to get that book, you would see more of the story. It's not a holy text, but it does explain more of the story. So what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? Let's see. Check this out, guys. This is Ezekiel's Vision of God. Now check this out. I might be able to zoom in. Hold on. Okay, you see that thing to the right of Ezekiel? This is Ezekiel's Vision of God. That is known as the tetramorph. That is a four-headed animal. And what are the four heads? It's a lion in the front. It's a bull to the left. It's a man to the right. And it's the eagle up in top. These are the four fixed signs, guys. Revelation 4:7. These are the four fixed signs. This is known as the tetramorph. And to the right of that, you see the zodiac wheel. And the other thing you'll see is you'll notice that Ezekiel is getting messages from God, but you'll notice that God is sitting in the sun because the plasma energy, you're talking about the creative force. They saw God as the sun. They didn't worship the sun. They worshiped the plasma energy. The sun brings life to everything. It brings light to the world. It feeds plants. It helps things grow. It keeps us alive. This is why it was worshipped. Concerning the Bible, would you agree, beside it being about astrology, it being an almanac, it was also advice on the way of living by treating and honor one another with honor, respect, and love? If you cherry pick what you want to hear from the Bible, it has just as much evil in it as it has good. If you cherry pick it, for sure. Most people don't know how to do that, though. They just worship. Most people are into worshiping. This is not what you don't need to worship, guys. Take on it. Which one would that be? Oh, that'll be what I just said. Okay. Interdimensional beings exist. None of them recognize Jesus as a god when it's put to them in abduction cases. The fact alone proves all religions man-made. I like that. Like a book on the do's and don'ts of life, perhaps. It was written at the time, guys, like thousands of years ago, when they needed a bull for the plow, and they needed to understand the crop cycles and when to plant and when to harvest and when winter was coming. That was a big one. When is winter coming? Because we have to protect ourselves. So it is a lot of things, for sure. But I wouldn't take morality from it. I mean, the punishments come from the Code of Hammurabi. So whatever you guys see or want to talk about, I am ready. For now. So what can we share? What else can we share? Let's check this out, guys. Noah's Ark. We know the biblical flood never occurred because there were great civilizations thriving during that time. They kept good records and neglected to mention they were all wiped from the face of the earth. The Chinese Neolithic dynasty, the Egyptians dynasties 4, 5, and 6, the Mesopotamians early dynastic period, the Sumerians early dynastic 3A and 3B, Peruvian Norte Chico civilizations, and more. We find a continuous line of culture, construction, and art and historical records that runs through this time Noah's flood was supposed to have happened. Isn't that interesting that we have all these ancient records for all this kind of stuff, but we can't find any bodies of anybody in the Bible. We can't find pure records of anyone in the Bible. The earliest talkings about Jesus as human, or as existing, you can go to Josephus, which a lot of Christians do. This is well beyond the fact, no artifacts, no nothing. Exiting the Matrix. Soul traps, what do you know about it? I do know that if you were to die and you were to see the white light and all family members or Jesus or any of that in the white light, you need to turn around and ask the universe to send you back to your true home. You can't walk towards the white light. That is a reincarnation trap. That's how souls come back here. Because most souls would think, on their own, oh, this life was crazy. I don't ever want to do this again. But most haven't evolved yet, so they have to do it again. The Vesica. Hold on. The Vesica Pisces. Right? The Vesica Pisces. Right? In the middle. What does this look like to you? Would that be the Jesus fish? Would that be the Jesus fish? Pisces is 2 fish, so there's 1. And there's 2. There's the 2 Vesica Pisces. There's the 1 fish and the 2 fish. But what's so special about that? Well, in the book of John, Jesus is resurrected and he's walking alongside the water. And the disciples are fishing and they can't catch anything with their nets because their nets were in Aquarius. So he says, Jesus, toss your nets to the other side. Well, the other side of Aquarius is Pisces. And Pisces is where the fish is. So he throws the net into Pisces and they get all this fish. They get 153. Well, that Vesica Pisces I just showed you, that middle section, its mathematical equation is 265 over 153. So they knew ancient mathematics and they put it in there too, guys. I used to respect the Jehovah's Witnesses and study with them. I know it's a cult in the Bible and not true, but if it was true, they would be the most accurate followers of the Bible. The Jehovah's Witnesses, with their 144, maybe. If you're saying most accurate followers, you mean follow it by the word, then maybe. It's possible. Santos was a Jehovah for 20 years. I've talked a lot about Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, the Jehovah's Witnesses also they believe, time out, the Jehovah's believe that when you die, if you're a man, you get your own planet if you lived a good life. The Jehovah's also believe that they have magic underwear, right? It's like a covenant, and you can never take it off. So when you're in a bathtub or a shower, you have to take it off and put one on at the same time, so that you're never naked. It's basically a never nude kind of thing. They definitely do this. So I don't know if they're the most accurate, to be honest with you, but they do believe in the 144,000 100%. Peace and blessings to you too. I was raised in an all-girls convent Catholic school in Ireland. Ooh. Took a long time to reprogram. Hope I didn't offend anyone, to each his own. How did you get out? What did you find when you got out? Well, for one thing, you have millions of human bones below the Vatican and huge crypta, so it could be everywhere else. I mean, America has literally a second layer beneath every city in North America. They do, but you think they're just burying? If there was obvious, pure proof that these characters in the Bible existed, like a femur or something of that nature, you would think that they would share it in order to give legitimacy to the Bible, right? At least that's what the church would do. Let's talk about how Jesus came to this world as a teacher, like telling people you didn't need to go to temple to pray to the Creator. Look at the bird, I am there. Look at the tree, I am there. Right. God is everything. Right? God is everything. I talk about this. God is everything. God is infinite. And nothing exists outside of infinity. So everything you see, everything that we are, everything is a part of God because it's part of the infinite. No, Micah, that's the Mormons that believe that. You're right about the magic underwear. I'm right about the 144,000. And no, I think you're right. I think you got me on that one. Thank you. It's a little early still. I'm a little confused. But you're 100% right. Let's get that right. That is the Mormons. Any more questions? Guys, I'll be right back, okay? Just got to grab something. I don't follow the Bible, and I don't believe in the conformity of church. I was raised as a Catholic school. I'm a spiritual being down here on earth having a human experience. Yes, but you're missing so much wisdom out of the Bible. If you know just to look for it and how to find it and just to see the true incredible nature that's in it, you're missing that. The image shown of the Mother Mary were all in a vesica. What does this look like? This is not the Rockefeller sign, by the way. This is not Jay-Z. I'm not doing this. I'm saying, what do you see right here? The Vesica Pisces. It's the woman. It's the female. It's the female. So what else do you guys got going for me? And again, to go back to Jay, thank you. You know, if I'm incorrect about something, don't be afraid to come out and correct me. I'm a very open-minded person, guys. I'm very open-minded. I'm not going to throw you out of the room or do any of that kind of stuff. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate you mentioning that, so we cleared it up. I do appreciate it. I think the purpose is that we have here is the last planet Saturn, which passed through. If we can't get put back here again. Ooh. I think these are energies in our dimensions. Once you pass, you go to a different dimension. I don't know how all that science works from a different dimension, to be honest with you. Like when you pass or anything. Who does? It's all learning. Right? We're born into this planet with a blank slate. We don't know anything. We're innocent until we're, until we're in double digits, and then all this crap gets thrown out at us. And we're all trying to figure everything out together. Good on you, Catherine. Exactly. So what else can I show you? Here's the article I was telling you about, guys. One World Religion headquarters set to open next year. This is back to Jerusalem.com. One World Religion headquarters set to open next year. So they're already trying in the new age of Aquarius to break down new ground on a one world religion where they combine everything, whether it's Chrislam or whatever you want to call it. The church would love more than anything than to bury the fact that they created Islam. So merging with Islam would be a good way for people not to look into the past, don't you think? That's just my view on it. We can't let this shit slide, people. Have any of you guys ever read, what's his name? I don't know, that's a satanic Bible. So guys, do you understand why I reject Satanism and Luciferianism? And it's not because they believe that there's an entity and it's evil and needs to worship. It's not why I do that. It's because Satanists and Luciferians, they're very self-absorbed people. It's all about what can I get for myself? What can I get for myself? At no point in the churches of Satan's 12 or 11 or 10, whatever it is, commandments, the 11 commandments, I think, no mention of them do they talk about doing works for other people or things for that nature. It's all self-absorbed. Me. Do this for me. I'll do this. I'll cause a spell. I'll do this. It's wrong. You need to live for others. You need to get to that point in your life where you live for others. So guys, you guys have any more questions that you want to talk about? I think we're going to do... let's see. We still have to do Deuteronomy. Yeah. So guys, any more questions? Please, I work off your questions in the mornings. So please let me know. Come on, guys. I like these questions today. Keep throwing them out. No? No more questions? Okay, well, I appreciate you guys coming out. Again, most of the stuff I talk about is in my book series, Into the Rabbit Hole. And if you go to my website, debunkmywork.com, you'll have all my social media. You'll have my YouTube channel. You'll have a way to email me at the bottom of the page. You'll have all my astrotheology video. You'll have my book series where you can just click on a link and get it there. I also sell signed sets, 2 of the series. And I'll probably start selling signed first book copies too. It's just hard with inventory. Like if I buy a set of 10, I have 8 books, right? So if I buy 8 of 10, if I buy 10 of the 8 books, that's 80 books. But then someone's like, I want book 5, I want book 1, I want book 4, I want book 3. And then it messes up the inventory. So I tend to just keep a lot of first books and series signed. But it's up to you guys. You guys can always reach out to me. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you soon.